Our next guest tonight is Gemini Award-winning actor, ladies and gentlemen, as is this show, by the way. This show won a Gemini.
Yes, we did.
Through an accident of fate, it was for best religious programming, but nonetheless, we didn't give it back. His new film, Mile Zero, opens across Canada this Friday. Mile Zero. Please welcome Michael Riley. Ladies and gentlemen, how's the new year been for you?
Yeah, 30 days, so far so good.
Not drinking?
Yeah, not drinking.
All right,
I don't know how to segue from proctology into Mile Zero, but
well,
I'll
you're
try.
on this show, it doesn't matter. Huh? Mile Zero, yeah, I love that. Why did they call the film Mile Zero?
I think Mile Zero is where the beginning and end of the Trans-Canada Highway.
Right.
They call it Mile Zero.
Yeah. All right, yeah, it's Winnipeg.
That's right.
Yeah. True, check it out, open a book. I know you brought them, get to them. Now, tell us about the film. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was a film I shot in Vancouver with a director named Andrew Currie. Very talented.
Very talented director.
Very talented guy. It was an honor to work with him. And it's ostensibly the story of a man who goes through a separation from his wife, and he has a young son. And because of his core emotional problems, he's unable to kind of come to terms with this separation, and basically plans to kidnap his son and take him up into the mountains for this kind of utopia that he's formulated in his head.
Is it a comedy?
It is not a comedy.
I never understand these guys because they're living the dream, you know what I mean? Guys seem to have a pretty nice apartment, lived in a loft, looked like a pretty sweet joint.
Yeah.
And had a stereo TV, and lived in a 78 Impala. That's my dream.
I think you should go for that.
Well, I like that. I like that. And the kid, by the way, before we go on, before we get to the clip. We are going to get to the clip.
All right.
Are there 4 clips? No. So don't hold the 4 over clip, okay? Leaves me to assume there's 4 clips. I try to hurry along here. Mike's come a long way. We've got a lot to talk about. Why don't you take the 4 off the clip? All right. We've got 3 clips. I think we better end this as quickly as possible. Now, you brought a clip with you, but before we get to that, I got to tell you, this kid is a fabulous little actor.
Yeah, Connor Widows is his name.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he's 9 years old, and you sit in front of him, and he taught me about acting. He was just very still and very real. And
yeah, see, that's kind of sad that a 9-year-old kid taught you.
Teaches a 40-year-old
man. You've had a couple of TV series. This network itself has invested a lot of money in your movies of the week. Now you're telling us you learned the craft from a 9-year-old kid finally.
It's true. It's true.
I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that. Now you read the clip. Do you want to set that up for us?
Yeah, I think this takes place toward the end of the film where he's basically trading cars. So it's toward the end of the journey where he's trying to kind of keep buoyant this journey for the kid, and the kid's not buying it.
All right, let's take a look at this.
How you feeling this morning?
Cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? We ran out of gas last night. So sorry about that. But you know what? We're changing cars here, okay? So, come on.
Why?
Why? Because this car ran out of gas, okay, for one thing, and we're meeting Mom. Yeah, and so I made a deal for another car, okay?
Why?
Well, don't why? Why? Come on, let's go. Here we go. There you are.
But this is our car.
I know, but look at this car, eh? Isn't this a cool car? And you know what? We gotta hurry because we're meeting Mom, so we gotta get going, all right?
Are you stealing this car?
Well, at the price that I got it for is kind of a steal.
See? So it's a bit of a comedy.
Yeah.
There's a bit of comedy in there.
But I love the guy because he gets a little more off his nut as each scene progresses.
He does.
He starts out as he seems like, the flashbacks are great because he seems like a normal, loving husband and father.
And it starts to unravel.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes of the film, you hate the wife. You go, what the hell's her problem? This guy's a sweet deal.
Yeah.
Why the heck isn't she opening the door for him and letting him in?
Exactly.
But he's crafty. He's a crafty devil, this guy.
Yeah.
Some of the things he does are unconscionable and unpardonable.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. But a loving dad, nonetheless.
He is.
You know?
And kind of unaware of his own spiral. He's not aware of his own problems.
And by the way, only in Canadian filmmaking would you see a guy run out of gas with a 98 Wagoneer and steal a 78 Chevy Impala.
See, he's really coming undone.
By now, these guys are in Mexico because nobody's looking for them. They're hoping they're going to make a stop off at the used car lot in their town. That's what I loved about it. Now, speaking of difficult shoots, because this one had a very short turnaround time, did it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of film where I don't think I would have wanted a 3-month, shoot on that thing.
Right.
But, yeah, it just necessitated kind of sitting down with the director and really working through, because it kind of takes place, it's a non-linear story,
Right.
so
Right.
it has three kind of storylines to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so really, we had a lot of time to kind of sit down and map through what happened
Well,
to him.
speaking of 3-month shoots, you just came off one, 100 Days in the Jungle.
Yeah, it's a CTV movie.
Yeah. Apparently you had a rough time there.
It was, a little bit of Hearts of Darkness out there.
Yeah,
It was,
you weren't looking forward to it.
It was based on the book 100 Days in the Jungle. It was the true story of the 8 oil workers from Edmonton who were kidnapped in Ecuador and held for 100 days. And, they basically said to us all that, we have a nice resort. It's by the water in Costa Rica. That's where we're going to shoot. And we're backed right onto the jungle. So I think we all kind of felt that we were going to, get up in our robes and our cappuccinos and walk out into the jungle, do a bit of shooting, and be back to the swim-up bar by 6 o'clock. But no. We there was no phones, no alarm clocks, and we basically, it was the first. We hadn't even started shooting yet, and we had Hurricane Michelle, a 5.9 earthquake, and all our gear, held up in customs. So that's how it began.
Well, I'll tell you something. You want to avoid this kind of thing. Next time you get a script, read the title.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Riley. We'll be right back with a 2-minute miracle.